Right, is that better? For some reason, everything went massively balls up there. Can you guys hear me now? See, this is why I don't like rushing, because normally it takes about 45 minutes to set everything up perfectly, but we're there now. Yeah, just annoying that it didn't work. But we're here now. So that's the important thing. Welcome along, everyone, as we do our first Premier League stream. Let me just update the text and everything. That's there. To be fair, I broke even for the day, so I'll take that. I'll take that indeed. Right, let's get... let's just get something in... There, that'll do. How we doing, ladies and gentlemen? I'm good, mate. I'm good. Right, now let's... I can't even remember what's what on here now. No. Let's just do it manually. It's easier. It's easier that way. So now let me get... Go back. I think it's that one I want. How we doing, mate? Hope you're good. I'll be with you all in 2 seconds, everyone. I'm just getting... Like I say, not normally when we stream, I'm in here at least an hour before to set everything up and test everything. Who's on first? Is it Bunting Rock? Yeah. Right. So something along those lines should just about work, fingers crossed. Right, I think we are almost there, ready to go. So welcome, everyone. A couple of reasons, Daniel. One, I went to Cheltenham today, to the horse racing, and two, I let Jar go because I just don't... I'm just bored. The same 8 week in, week out gets boring. So we've sent Jar. The darts is on Sky Sports tonight. Josh Rock. Yeah, and yeah, Jar loves Nottingham Arena as well. How we doing, Nico? Good to have you in, my friend. Always a pleasure. Remember as well, the Fallout Bar will be on as soon as we're done as well with Carwin and Dave this evening. So 2 streams for you. What more could you want? Why has that done that? Why? But look, potentially, look, it's something that. Why? Now this is doing my absolute head in. So that won't hold. Oh, this is ridiculous. It just keeps going to the bottom of the freaking page. For no reason. Even when... This is going to irritate the absolute out of me. We don't show the matches live, no, because it's copyrighted material. Let me put that there while I try and fix the other one. Very, very irritating right now. Yeah, so look, it's something that we'd like to do more of, but at the moment we don't have the manpower to do it. We can only do this if I don't go to the Premier League, and that's not physically possible all the time. I went to Cheltenham today, Brock, and if I'm being honest, the Premier League gets boring. So Jar's gone. Why? Oh. I hate rushing. And now nothing's... Why is... Sorry, everyone. This is why I hate being late and rushing around. Right, have we got any people that are good with... Right, everyone knows... Everyone knows I hate Windows with an absolute passion. Right, have we got any people that know their way around a Windows computer in here? Because if not, I am going to throw something. Oh, Scott, I am Mac all day long. Like, proper all day long. But the best and the only streaming software is on Windows. So I have to use it for streaming. And it irritates the shit out of me. Because Mac just works better. Yeah, Scott, I only use Windows because I have to. Daniel Jar can't do everyone. He's doing Nottingham because he lives kind of close. All right. Now, I think I've got it working. So if I go like that and then put that there and that there, right? I think we're up and running as Stephen Bunting leads 2-0 here. So Josh Rock is up against it, and look, at some point Josh Rock is going to turn this round. He's too good a player not to. Brock, I don't think I might be wrong, but I don't know if you can be fined for stuff outside darts, because effectively that's what it was. So I don't know. But Stephen Bunting is 3-0 to the good here. And Josh Rock is up against it. 180. Look, I like Scott Williams. I'd class him as a friend. I get on well with Scott Williams. No, I disagree, Daniel. At the top, look, hindsight's a wonderful thing, but Josh Rock was the right pick. look, it's not worked out that way. Is 4-0 to the Bullet. Josh Rock is right up against here, only averaging 85 at the moment. Not the Josh Rock that we know. No, agreed, Nico. Look, Josh Rock is a very good player. Results just aren't going his way at the moment. 180. But look, things turn. Bunting averaging 99 at the moment, playing some really good stuff. It is 5-0. Whitewash on the cards here. Josh Rock will not want to be bageled. Will not want to. Yeah, 100%. I'm good, Dylan. I'm good. How are you? I hope you are well. Looking like Josh Rock will get a leg back here. So I'm multitasking because I'm making graphics at the same time. The two Lukes being cuddled up to that game. It wasn't just the two Lukes. Nathan Aspinall was there. I know Rob. If people are willing to pay for tips, that's completely up to them. As I asked, Aspinall was in the same box as well. It is an absolute disaster for Rock. Is it about to be 6-zip? Not ideal from Josh Rock. He looks lost at the moment. Just looking at the pictures on screen, he is struggling. Look, hindsight is a wonderful thing, but I think nearly every pundit, most polls had him in. I had him in, and I still think it was the right decision. It's not playing out that way, but it was still the right decision. He's young, fresh. I think I said Luke Humphries on the live lounge. Can't remember that. Comeback is on. Look, that's up to them, Chris. But what I'm saying is, no one is forcing people to sign up to him. It is their choice. I don't know. It depends how he finishes. There's a lot of factors into it. Whether he gets another go next year, whether they give him a year off, and then bring him back in, perhaps, like they did Michael Smith and so on. Do you think it will come down to the most one? Don't know. Look, I actually fancy Gezi to win tonight, to be fair. Looking like Bunting will get the job done here. No, I completely agree, Teresa. I think it was the right call. It's just not played out the way he'd want it to at the moment. And it is over. Stephen Bunting is the first man into the semi-finals. Johnny Clayton just having a little cheeky little interview. Right. How we doing, Andy? Hope you are good. Yeah, it was tough for Rock. I agree. How we doing, Freddie? Good to have you in. I don't think he's out of his depth. I just don't think he's playing particularly well. It was the right call. So I still stand by. So where we go then? Score predictions. Just doing a social post to everyone. Um, Chris, Josh has lost a truckload of weight. I don't know, Daz. That I don't know the referees until I see them. They don't publish them or anything like that. So I don't know. Right. I am good. How are you? Johnny be good. Be interesting to see, despite a nightly win. Van Gerwen outside the top 4 at the moment. Van Veen been on a holiday for a few days. Be interesting to see where his game's at. I don't know. Let's see what other ones are going to be announced. But Clayton versus Van Gerwen. Remember, Johnny, not far off MVG in the rankings now either. Look, I don't... Is he capable of winning a night? Yes. Is it coming? Probably not at the moment, but he has the ability to. How are we doing, Chris? 6-1 to Stephen Bunting in the opener. Yeah, he might do, but look, you learn by these. Remember, is it me or is Johnny Clayton limping on the walk on? Bearing in mind, I've got it on my iPad, so it looks like Johnny was limping. Is it just me that thinks that? Like I say, remember Michael Smith on his Premier League debut had to play twice on the opening night because I think Gary was ill, and that put him back massively. Show us your iPad. Not allowed. You know the rules. You know the rules. Not gonna sacrifice. I don't know. I don't know what I feel about the UK Open because was it a good tournament? Yes, absolutely. Did it have perhaps the shocks we were hoping for? No. So it's an interesting one. Yeah, it was good. It was a good day, to be fair. It was a bit. The weather wasn't great there. But it was okay. Look, Johnny limping on the walk on, but starts brightly here. So But MVG is in the mood. Early break opportunity here. So MVG breaks in 11 darts. Looking good here, MVG. Looking very good indeed. Johnny Clayton is going to be up against it here. This is vintage Michael van Gerwen at the moment. Anyway, tomorrow, I don't know. Johnny's definitely limping. There was a reason for that, Daz. But I don't know if it's common knowledge, so I'm not going to say. Phil, question, is James Wade going to be back in? Look, has he done enough to be in the Premier League? Probably. But we'll wait and see. It is 2-0 to Michael van Gerwen. The win. To be fair, I said earlier I'm struggling with the internet here as well at the moment. So if it keeps lagging, it's because we're in massive storm. But Van Gerwen averaging north of 112 at the moment. Very, very good start from MVG. Clayton needs to respond. Needs to respond quickly. Yeah, Dave, MVG, the average has dropped a little bit, but he is flying at the moment. Absolutely flying. Just missed. Just gives Johnny an opportunity. An opportunity he's going to have to grab as well. This has been the Achilles heel. The doubling. That's what's let him down. Johnny does have a leg on the board. Only averaging 89 at the moment, Johnny. Has a lot of work to do. Yeah, he is limping. Yeah, he was fine yesterday. We we did media with him yesterday. Um, my favourite Danny at 9. Yeah, it was good. My guess is, I know he gets gout very bad. I'm guessing he's had a flare up. MBG still averaging over 102 here. Very good from Mighty Mike. Again, MVG just missing doubles, giving Johnny chances, and Johnny's level. This game could and maybe should be 4-0 to Michael van Gerwen. It's not. It's 2-2. Evening to the werewolf. How we doing now? Good to have you in, my friend. Van Gerwen has gone from absolute cruise control to averaging 91 and in trouble. Phil, what's your favourite darts tournament on ITV? Oh, no idea. Johnny Clayton leads. Better response here from Van Gerwen, but he's undone all the good work. 3-3. MVG is playing better than Johnny Clayton. I think I'm Really, really pleased for Owen. Really pleased. Again, Johnny Clayton is growing into this game for the first time. The average is over 95. Yeah, it's developing into a good tie. Van Gerwen was cruising early on. Missed doubles, cost him. And now, Johnny Clayton's favourite. Johnny leads 4-3. Yeah, it was a good answer, Nico. Like I said, it was. Is there a commercial line because they could make a lot more money elsewhere? Johnny Clayton. He's flying here. I haven't heard Owens for a while, so probably not. Paul Hinks is still the easiest to replicate. Yeah, correct. He's never going to answer that question now. That won't even be considered in terms of them as a board talking about it until the end of the year. So there was no point asking. Johnny is one away from victory. Michael Van Gerwen will be kicking himself. He has missed doubles all over the place. He should have been 4-0 up. I don't want Finn. I just want Finn to have a singles run. He doesn't need to join anyone. Was it 24 points? Was it 24 or 26 got you to the O2 last year? What's Johnny on at the moment? 14 maybe? Johnny Clayton. And it is 6-3 to the Ferret. Um, to be fair, gout's not really an injury. It's because it's in his back leg, so it doesn't really affect him. Um, yeah, look, Bunting's playing. Bunting's even at the beginning, like the first 3 weeks, when Bunting was losing games, he was still playing okay. Is the thing. He he was having chances and not taking them and so on. So I think Humphries beats Veen. Yeah. I don't know exactly, but I know Johnny does suffer with gout. So I just wonder if that's. Uh, Look, I don't think the Bunting pick was a shocker. Look, would I have picked him? No, but could I make a case and a legitimate argument? Yes. So in that relation, it's not a shocker. It's just personal preference. To be fair, yeah, I Noppert was the one that missed out. It was it was a straight choice between Noppert and Bunting in the end. Remember, the World Championship is so big in terms of the Premier League picks. So it doesn't really matter. No, so what you do at the beginning of the year doesn't have as big an impact as if you do it at the end. Would I say he's playing better than? Probably, yeah. He's certain. He's certainly more consistent than MVG right now. Look, we've seen glimpses from Van Gerwen, but we haven't seen consistency. So, would I say he's more consistent? Yes. We still get the eye-catching moments from Van Gerwen. Just waiting for pictures to return. So pictures are back. Again, missed doubles from MVG, costing him. Johnny Clayton sets up a semi-final date with the bullet Stephen Bunting. Yeah, he looked as if he was walking or limping all evening. But coming next, it is Cool Hand Luke Humphries taking on the giant Jan Van Veen. And Van Veen seems to have Humphries' number right now. End of the month, the Pro Tours. We've got Euro Tour this weekend, next weekend, and then I think it's the 30th Monday or whatever that. The last Monday, Tuesday of the month, I think it is. Da, 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 da. Remember, we will be live for the European Tour tomorrow. Here comes Van Veen on his way. Van Veen on the stage. So, score predictions then, chat room. What are we saying? La 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 la. Luke predicts a riot. Six points, yeah, cool. 6-3 Luke. Van Veen 6-4, 6-4 Humphries, 6-3 Humphries. Cool, Luke Humphries. Don't know, can't see. I know Owen did the first ones. It is Charlie Veen. What do you make of the new MC Phil? I think, look, he's got... I think Lewis has got better. Look, when he first started, wasn't great, but I think he's growing into it and has got better. For me, so... $180. Yes, I've got it on my iPad at the same time. Early break chance for Luke Humphries here. He started brightly. Yeah, the weather's horrific. And Luke, has he just passed up a golden opportunity? Van Veen takes the opener, but Luke Humphries, it's a massive missed opportunity for an early break of throw. Van Veen just pops in the little double 10 there. Correct, Teresa. It is horrific, but it is ginger-friendly weather, which is what we want. We like the ginger-friendly weather. So Van Veen's going to get a look at 130 here. Doesn't go. But Humphries, that's better. That's better from Cool Hand. Levels it up 1-1. The finishing much sharper there. So yeah, now that I didn't know if Charlie was there tonight, but the reason Charlie wasn't on the main stage at the weekend is because he lost his voice. He did some games and that on stage too, and ended up losing his voice. Is Van Veen using longer points than usual? No, they're the same ones there. I think they're 50. I think they're 50 mil points, Dave. But no, there is usual ones. Charlie's a great referee. To be fair, the whole referee team is really good. Like proper good. But here we go. Van Veen looking at 160. Two one Van Veen leads. The price of tungsten, Nico, is going to be a massive issue. So I think it was today it broke the $300 a kilo bracket, which is disastrous. What's the name of the venue they're playing? It is the Motorpoint Arena in Nottingham. It's okay, I sent a call. No worries, mate. No worries. Glad we could do it. Like I say. Thoughts on Damon Hatter? Is Damo playing to the level that he would want to at the moment? No. Is he still a very good player? Absolutely. Look, his confidence and timing, and can he get it back? Yeah, he can. But needs to find some confidence from somewhere. But Damo, great player. Just needs to believe that a little bit more. The way it's going, just purely the price of tungsten, you won't be able to get a set of darts under 100 quid soon. And that's just because of the manufacturing costs. And the heavier weight darts won't be as many of them around. Do you have a date? At the moment, so it's just a one-off. That there'll be. But whenever Birmingham is as well, I'll be doing it that night as well. Yeah, all on throat. When's Liverpool? Not sure without looking. I haven't got the dates up in front of me. Van Veen holds. Humphries is averaging more, but the timing of Van Veen on his throw. I wonder if they reduce the tungsten content. The problem is, though, Nico, that they already do that. You think you can buy an 80% tungsten dart, but it's bigger. Is the thing. You look at the difference in size between the 90% tungsten and 80% tungsten, and then the brass dart as well. They're just huge. Yeah, Jar's doing Birmingham. He doesn't. He lives close to the venue, so he can do that one. Again, both players just dominant on their own throw as it stands. A lot of them work to do here. We are level 3-3. 25th of April, Liverpool. There you go. Again, at the moment, neither player threatening the other's throw. Humphries. Is it time for here? Fishy, fishy, fishy? I think it was I wouldn't say it was the cause of the decline. Do I think it has an element? Yes. So beforehand, and this is more from a mental point of view than anything, when Peter was at his greatest and his very best, he could chop and change and always go back to the element dart, and it work and he wins games. The problem is when once that safety net, that safety blanket was taken away from him, Humphries has broken. Luke Humphries hits the lead. When that safety net, that blanket was taken away, then you start to overthink it, because the ones that you go back to, the ones that always work, suddenly don't. May 14th is Birmingham, yeah. So I'll be live streaming on the 14th of May as well. Humphries down to a finish, but Van Veen can pile the pressure on here. He's down to 1-2-1. So 105 for Humphries to leave 56. But Van Veen, treble 17, leaves the ball. Doesn't go. So Humphries to put himself one away from the semi-final, and would be a much needed 2 points if he can see it off here. And he can't. He has missed darts. Van Veen to punish and break straight back. And Humphries is on the hill. It's not the... I call it the Barclay. It used to be called the Barclay Card Arena. I'm not sure what it's... They all changed their name now because they sell advertising rights. Is it the National Indoor... It's right by the canal anyway. Yeah, Luke did get away with that one. And he might get a match-winning opportunity here. Going to get a look at the 114. Treble 18 leaves top. Made a mess of the setup there, Humphries. Yeah, not far from the airport. And the 92 goes for Jan van Veen. Humphries starts dry though. Remember, Van Veen would have the darts if he can break back. Got a posh area that by the canal. Yeah, so for the if you the arena is like there, and if you just walk down the canal, you come to a street with a load of bars and that on it. Looks like Luke changed his. So his new flights anyway were exactly the same pattern. They're just made by just made with a different material. So I'm not sure you can tell by the naked eye the difference. Possibly, Nico, yeah. I'm not sure what the process is, but Luke Humphries is into the semi-finals. Cool hand. He's a 6-4 winner over Jan van Veen. Any sign Nottingham Forest owner. The thing is, Alfie, that at some point, Luke is going to have to commit to the change because his old flights, they physically do not make them anymore. So once his suppliers run out, it's over. So at some point, he's just going to have to commit to it 100%. But this should be a belter. Next, it is the world champion, the world number one, Luke the Nuke Littler, against the Iceman, Gerwen Price, both in fabulous form at the moment. He told me there's 12 months worth left from now. Yeah, so that's what I mean. At some point, he's going to have to commit because that 12-month supply will just keep whittling down and whittling down. So just needs to can't. So I've got the blind down here. So it was wet earlier. Would you say? No, I don't think so. No, I think they're very, very different throws. So Littler against Price. What are we saying? Oh, let's have a look. 6'2" Littler, 6'3" Littler, 6'4" Littler, 6'5" Littler. A lot of love for the nuke. Yeah, the Anderson 168 bust was epic. I agree. And here we go. Pictures are back. So if I do this, that one. There we go. Yeah, I think, although it would be nice, I think Bazza may have jumped the gun a little bit. That they're talking about it, but not. I'm not. I'm not sure if Jose's um, even playing anymore. I don't know. But here we go. Um, so here comes the Iceman. Gerwen Price. Smiling away, which I like. So Gezi on stage. I really like this version of Gerwen Price. Best walkout song of all of this year's Premier League players. Oh, this year's, which one? Um, Personally, I like Luke Humphries. Luke having a cheeky little selfie with someone in the crowd. Right. Let's do this, everyone. Littler started very, very brightly, hasn't he? Sorry, just replying to an email. This is a good game, isn't it? Gezi is up for it. One, two, three. Will it be as easy as ABC for Gerwen Price? It might have to be because Littler piles in a max 180. Gezi was in control of the leg. And Littler, wow, he is in the mood, in the groove before he goes back to Cheltenham tomorrow. I know we're only 2 legs in. And if he carries on, 180. Got like bad raps. Oh, they're right. Do you not feel like going to this event, Phil? Unusual? No. So We still have someone there. Jarlath is there for online darts tonight. I went to Cheltenham races today, and Jar doesn't live too far away from Nottingham. So Jar's gone there, and I thought I'd come and stream with you, wonderful people. Oh my, that is absolute filth from Gerwen Price. He breaks back with a 151. The averages are astronomical. Price 109.92. Littler 119.43. Hello. Lift off as happened. Never seen him hit double 15. Has Mrs. S put her foot down and told Dan he's not allowed? No, Nottingham's closer to Jar than Dan. I had one winner. Well, I had two, but one was a very short priced one. I had one decent winner. Especially on the track as well. They did obviously we were in the Paddy Power box. Meet by the Sea was 9-1. For anyone in the box, they did a special 12-1. So I'll take that. Oh my, this is ridiculous. Because Factor Fire was pulled because of the ground. No, I haven't got a problem with people not getting on. What a game this is. Yeah, Dan. He couldn't in the end. What a game this is. What a game. The numbers are insane. Yep, Harry's got a horse in the Gold Cup tomorrow. I haven't got an issue with him being put in. If the manager believes that's the right decision, then that's on him. But I do agree that not acknowledging him as he took him off is a joke. So far, 7 maximums in 6 legs. It is brutal from both players here. double five going to come to his rescue. It is 3-3. What a game this is. Am I surprised Tudor's still there? No. But I feel like they've stitched him up in a way that give him Liverpool because it doesn't matter. Gazzy, a 2 treble visit makes this interesting. Oh my. Oh, 1-2-1 for Gerwen Price. If Littler can't take out 167, and he's not gonna. So Gazzy will fancy getting a dart at the ball. Oh, he's missed a big number. Gerwen Price, that is unforgivable. I want to see if he's... I just want to see the pictures catch up. If he's chased the treble or it's just a poor dart. He's got a second go here. Gerwen Price is in front. Gets away with a poor dart. He chased the treble. Yeah, make sure of the single, Gerwen. I haven't got the sound on, so I'll take your word for it. Evening, Stephen, from Morocco. Nice. How is Morocco? But Littler has raced back here. 180. Price has missed. So Littler chance to break back here. Nice, sounds good. Stephen, sounds good. No, I think he'll pick Vicario. Littler missing doubles. Littler does level it up. Gerwen Price misses a dart at double 13 for what would have been a 5-3 lead. Why do comms always pretend they don't hear anything? Starred mentioning, saying that if that was the case. My guess is they're told not to mention it by the producers, I would guess. Or they genuinely haven't heard it because remember, the commentators are in a... I've just seen Littler react. Or you've got to remember the commentators are in a soundproof booth, so they might not hear it as well. Like the booth are in different parts of the venue. They're not always stage side. Littler one away from beating Gerwen Price. Great game though. Absolute unbelievable game so far. I think it probably deserves a last leg decider. Let's get the old 81. Littler looking. Oh, are we? Are we Gerwen Price? But then Littler kicks off Max. 182. Oh, I was about to say, they're both on nines. They're both on a 9. Oh, Littler. It's special. It's very special indeed. Here, fishy, fishy, fishy. And Littler is over the line. Got one right. To be fair, that's a decent game. Gazzy's averaged 101, Littler 108. That'll do nicely. So, semi-finals time coming next. Can I turn the volume up, please? I think try your settings first, buddy. No one else has said. It's low. Remember, everyone, the Fallout bar will be live as soon as we are done here as well. I disagree. He has got he's got a really quirky personality, but it's you've got to break down that shield to get it. Currently in Athens and can't watch on the PDC app, so I'm tuning in, looking like a nice, good to have you in. What was going on with Luke's double? It's just one of those, isn't it, that they go through spells of not being able to hit a double. But he's got there in the end. Doing for time wise, not bad. Keep your questions coming in, everyone. Why am I not at the Premier League? Jar's there for us tonight. I was invited to Cheltenham races, so I went to the races today, and Jar's done Cheltenham. Best performance of the Premier League. I don't know if it is statistically, James, but it looks very good. Is it the same for the semi-finals? Yep, semi-final. They're all first to six. Doesn't change at all. For the final, yeah, it has to be 20 minutes, give or take. So players can some of them just want to get on with it, but if they want to take the 20 minutes, they're entitled to. Yeah, look, I'd like a European tour in Ireland, but I don't think it will happen. I'd like to be wrong, but I just don't see it happening. Yeah, Johnny's only a few points away from almost being there. No, I personally, I loved having the draw element. Yeah, I'm with you, James. I love the draw element. So what are we saying then? Score predictions. They got rid of it because they changed the format of to a nightly winner. So Stephen Bunting against the ferret Johnny Clayton. He's certainly edging that way, yeah. 24 got you there last year. down 7 points. Yeah, he's played well. Hard to call this one, yeah. Um, how old is Toby? I don't know. I want to say he's around 13 or 14, I think, but don't quote me on that. Right, get him ready. Remember, everyone, if you are new here, drop us a like and subscribe as well. Not really playing much JDC for his age. I might be wrong with that, but I think that's his age, James. He's 13. Yeah, I wasn't far off. So here we go, semi-final number 1. Get him ready to rock and roll. Here comes the bullet. Stim Bunting. Owen Bryson is probably the best young player at the time. Cool. Just a thought. Has there ever been a father and son match before? Match? I don't know. Not in a 2 seconds. I'm still there, everyone. I'm just grabbing something. 2 seconds. there been a father and son? That's a good question. The Richardsons played each other in the Super Series. I remember that. I don't know in the PDC or not. As well, we had these delivered today as well. What do people think of our new mic heads? Cool. Nice, James. Good shout. I know the Monks played at the same UK Open. Not against each other, but played in the same tournament. The Smiths in Australia. That's a good shout. Kai and Raymond Smith, probably, yeah. Johnny on the stage. Mason and Simon played, yeah. I remember when James Richardson hit a 9-darter against his son to win the match in the Super Series. I remember a couple of weeks ago, Stephen Bunting whitewashed Johnny Clayton. Does I just mention it? Look, yeah, I think it's gout. Right, we are back underway in the first semi-final. Clayton has the darts, but it's not a great start to the leg. Bunting is putting it under early pressure here. True story, Kevin. I was there then. I've known Aaron since he was a kid. We live in the same town. I was there. Miserable in Stoke. yeah. Well, I've got the blind shut, but it was miserable here earlier as well. Bunting misses 3 clear to break. and pays the price because Clayton steps in and punishes him. Possibly, but remember, Johnny won't play till Saturday, so he might be able to get it under control. We love a ferret finger point. Yeah, I only live 35 minutes from Lakeside. Johnny is going to get a look at top tier to break the Bunting throw. Been listening to your pods from past. Listen to the UK Open Gilding one. Didn't know that was airtime. Reds wasn't used. Seems baffling. That does. Yeah. PDC just gave me a notification telling me to order from Uber Eats. I've just had one pop up, James, on my phone. Yeah, I've just had one as well. Two 0 to the Ferret. Bunting has applied some pressure, but Clayton looking at. Here's 3 0. How are we doing, James? Yeah, we mentioned it on the live lounge that we were going to do it because I went to Cheltenham today and Jar's doing the event, so we said we'd do it today and see how it went. Yeah, Jar will be doing the press conference tonight for us. Yes, James. He did it last week in Cardiff as well. Oh, Johnny. How are you taking out 165, me old China? How are you managing that one? Um 3-1. Bullet has one. The Bullet is just threatening a bit of a comeback here. He's just piled in a max. And the Clayton throw is under some pressure here. I wonder if there is a storm in the UK. Yep. If someone started laying up every time their opponent was on the run, do you think they'd have success? The odds, James, I believe, say yes. Look, at some point, you will get caught out. But I think if you did it every time, you would win more than you lost. Bunting is back on throw here. Watch the final day of the UK Open with my brother, who is a very casual darts fan. Every time I said something about board management, he took a gulp of coffee to wind me up. What did you make of... look, again, did he do it? Yes. Is it against the rules? No. Do I like it? A little bit. I like a bit of dark arts, but... Tell you what, Bunting has upped it here. He has upped his levels. His average is now over a ton. Johnny's in a bit of bother here. Chris, there's a difference between throwing slow and when you've thrown your darts, what you do after that. There's a difference. Do I like a bit? Yes. Not saying I don't. However, there is a line, and when you cross it, it becomes dangerous. Johnny's in trouble here. Bunting. Only 60. That lets Johnny off. Maybe Wade's been inspired by Sulovic. I still Mensah crossed the line against Cullen, and I stand by that. Johnny tried to leave double two. This 44 has to go. 2 at double 16. This is massive. That's a big... It's only a 44, but in the context of the game, it's huge because Stephen Bunting was just starting to get above the levels. Yeah, Chris, because only certain players do it. That's why. Because that's the size it is on the website that we're using. So MVG never breaks the rules being in the throwing area, but you're again, Chris, incorrect. If you're going to throw rule breaking around, get your facts right, my lad. We asked the PDC officials about MVG's stance on the Oki, and all of them say he has not broken any rules. To be in the encroachment zone, you have to fully be in it. Toes over like MVG does not class as being in the encroachment zone from the PDC officials. So he hasn't broken any rules. Just saying. Yeah, we've asked all the PDC officials about this, especially when they are second refereeing as well, and it almost has to be a full foot in. Your toes over is not classed as encroaching. It's double one, going to get Bunting out of a hole again. Johnny has missed a golden chance to go within one. Oh, Bunting's bust. Massive chance now for Clayton. No dramas, mate. Yeah, that's just the size it is on the website. And Johnny is one away from another final. He is edging ever so closer to already being at the O2. They're both on a 9. They're both on a 9. Not now. So Bunting. Can I get a look here at the Clayton throw? Not a good setup from Johnny Clayton. Clayton leaves tops. Will he get a go? Will he get match starts? Or is Bunting going to prolong this one? Gets 2 at double 16. This is how many? Not only one so far. And Johnny wins it. Johnny into another final. The Ferret is almost at the O2. So Johnny lies in wait. But who will he face in the final? Luke or Luke? If you want a cheeky little stat, then I make it that Littler has won the last 5 against Humphries. Need to absolutely grill Matt next time about the close shop tip. It's not really a PDC issue though. It's more a PDPA one. Because the DRA are allegedly independent. So the PDC would have no say over what they do. basically, if the DRA don't want to update it, they don't have to. They should, but who's on the DRA bot? I know Nigel Mellor, I think it is the chairman, I believe. Humphries got the darts. He may need them. Um, so Humphries versus Littler. Pictures are back. Um, I think if you're asking me right now, no. I still think Luke Woodhouse is a fair bit away from the Premier League. Could he get there one day? Yes. Look, he's made massive strides year on year. So yeah, he could get there, but I think he's away yet. Right, here we go. Walk-ons happening. Yeah, I agree, James, that he's probably got to win something. Well, it was a fabulous game, and like I say, I think he's a million miles away in terms of being able to, but Humphries on the stage. Right, here we go. So, getting him ready. Both players are on the stage. Right, here we go. Game on. Let's do this then. See. You just know this is going to be a good game, don't you? You just know. Yeah, fishy, fishy. Oh, 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 oh. I had the button
How about
ready.
treble to Bolt? Here, fishy, fishy.
Yeah, I think I rate Wessel so much. Humphries takes the opener. Who's the to be fair, I can't. He's left 166, but I can't moan at him because he's at a 180 to do it. Yeah, yes, I believe so. I think he could be ranked. Let's say, let me get darts rankings up. That's so if you strip all his money off, he goes to number 21 in the world. Let's just say he stays at 21. I still think they'd pick him. Two one two Humphries. I, I don't mind Littler doing the going for the ball. What I do? Again, both dominant on their own throw at the moment. No real break chances. We are 2-2. Again, not quite firing yet. The game's just... Again, Humphries. This is very good from Luke Humphries. Very good indeed. The game's on the ball. Yeah, it's just there. It's just not bubbled over just yet. It's just simmering at the moment. Big moment. Humphries has broken. Humphries now averaging 104. Humphries is one away here. This is brilliant from Luke Humphries. Better from Littler here, but still a lot of work to do. Playing really well, Luke Humphries, averaging 107. Is this the leg that Humphries gets it done? Maybe not just yet. Yeah, first to 6, Alex. That's a slip, but recovers well. It's a great setup from Littler. Is he charging back? Game on again here. Littler's on the charge. He's found something. He's upped his average. Looking like we're going to get a last leg decider here. Going to get a noble. Oh, is that the mistake? Humphries has missed match starts and we're going the distance. That'll hurt Humphries. Right. Oh, how big is that, Max? How big is that, Maxi? Oh, Luke Humphries, that is stunning. Under pressure. He's had the kitchen sink thrown at him in this comeback from Littler. And he produces that. That's incredible. Absolutely stunning from Luke Humphries. Unbelievable. It is clean as a whistle as well. Yeah. See, I've seen a lot of players reacting tonight. Has the whistling been that bad? Because obviously I don't have the sound on. So we have a final. Luke Humphries will take on Johnny Clayton. Yeah, it's been really bad. It's not. So, go. Let's get things ready to rock and roll. Remember, if you are new here, drop us a like and subscribe, everyone. The Fallout bar will be on. It should be a wicked final, I agree. Did Villa win tonight, Jack? No, I just think it highlights that the Premier League's exciting, but I don't think it's very good anymore. Yeah, they did. But I just think that the overall Premier League, I just don't enjoy football anymore. Give me prime Barclays over this any day of the week. What do we reckon? Who's favourite then? A good night so far. Really good night. Van Veen's made 3 finals. Yeah, it's weird, James, isn't it? Yeah, if you look at it, you'd say Van Veen's had a really good start to Premier League life. But if Humphries wins, he's going to find himself outside. Humphries. Oh, I'm not sure it goes on leg difference, James. The table, the in-play table that Sky have just put up, still has Van Veen above Humphries. Yeah, so the in-play, it's got them. So here's the separation points, James. Firstly, it goes on nightly wins. If that is level, which it is, it goes on matches won. And Van Veen has won 1 more match than Humphries. So, just about getting ready to rock and roll. MVG dropping down at the moment. Needs to find some wins. Cheers, Malachi. Thank you very much. Yeah, if you haven't yet, make sure you drop us a like and subscribe. Massively appreciate it, my friend. If you are new here, you know what to do. Tap that like and subscribe button for us. We will be live tomorrow, 12 noon, for the first of 6 sessions on the European Tour. Yeah, I agree, James. Yeah, look, he needs ranking money and needs it quickly. Who do you think wins? I think Luke. I said on Monday, Luke Humphries, and I'm sticking by it. How we doing, Sean? Cheltenham was really good, mate. Enjoyed it. Really, really good. Uh, two winners. One was short. One was decent. So not too bad. So we are in the break. So the final not too long away. Humphries and Clayton. Clayton can all but book his place at the O2. Go on, Johnny, 6-4. Look, I think it'd be a good game. I just like what I saw from Humphries. It was absolutely superb. Look, Nico, we would love to stream everything, but it's so at the moment this can only happen if I'm not at an event. So look, we would love to do more and more of this, 100%. Who gets to the O2? Luke, Johnny, Gerwen Price. So going into the day, I haven't got an up-to-date one unless... So going into the night... So Johnny Clayton was on 14. He guarantees 3 points. So puts him to 17. Littler moves on to 11. Veen on 9. Price on 9. Humphries currently on 9. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I think it is a massive overreaction, buddy. Um, I think it was because there wasn't many surprises, but overall it was a great tournament. So yeah, if Humphries wins, it's a massive, massive win for him. I love the UK Open. Um, yeah, I don't disagree, Jacob. That's definitely a new shot Sky is showing. The fact that they're doing uh, a live cross with the players practicing behind them. Oh yeah, I don't dislike it. It's just new. We've not seen that before. Right, here we go. It's action time, everyone. At the end, it will be quite a quick wrap up, but don't go anywhere because the boys will be jumping live for the fallout bar. That's why it will be a quick wrap for the boys to get on for the fallout bar. So here we go. It is action time. Who's on the fallout bar tonight? It is Carwin and Dave on the fallout bar tonight. Luke Humphries wins. I might get on towards the end, Malachi, but so Jar's doing the interview and then I need to edit it and get it all out ready. Binksy's got the final tonight. That's like that. So it is time for the final one last. Oh, 100%. Great to have Jar back. Right, here we go. It is game on in the final. Humphries against Clayton. How many times have these two faced each other in the Premier League this year? Not off the top of my head, not that many. I don't remember a load. It is game on. And it is Clayton who's threatening an early break of throw here. He has taken the darts off of Luke Humphries. Poor first dart from Johnny. Rescues it. Misses inside on the double 19 for an early break. Humphries is not going to punish with a big ton topper. But does leave tops. But it is a break and it is 1-0 to the Ferret. He is ferreting. This one not caught light yet. A little bit of work to do for both players here. Again, Johnny slipping into the 5. Humphries punishes. He's down to 106. Johnny back on 192. What a setup, though, from Johnny. But Humphries is going to get a dart. And that dart will be at double 16. Misses. He's had a chance to break back, and Clayton punishes 2-0. Remember, this would put Johnny on to 19 points. 24 got you to the O2 last year. Yeah, look, I don't like the format, Jamie, either. I'm with you there. Johnny averaging 103 at the moment. The ferret is ferreting. One, 2-1 apiece. Humphries gets first look. Bullseye! What a finish. So I'm not doing Birmingham. So we will have a stream for Birmingham night as well. To be fair, tonight was a little bit of a test to see, I suppose, if you guys have the appetite for it. But it's been good. It's been very good. Remember, we are back live on tomorrow, 12 p.m. for the European Tour. Carwin and Dave are on this evening for the Fallout Bar, so make sure you check that out. Again, Johnny on his own throw is tough to beat. Really, really tough. Humphries just has to hit big, but he's still relying on Johnny missing. Clayton averaging 107 right now. This is exquisite stuff from Johnny Clayton. He's given Humphries a look at 108. Needs a treble. Doesn't find one. Humphries, he had a look at 108. Clayton, you wouldn't expect him to miss again, and doesn't. 3-1 to Johnny Clayton, the ferret. To be fair, Joe, they're only, at the moment, they're only a millimetre longer, which isn't enough. And Humphries has now upped his average to over the ton mark. Is this the Humphries blitz? But remember, he's still got to break the Clayton throw. Johnny doesn't have to be good all the time. He just needs to be good on his own throw. Owen Binks is outstanding referee. But Tops left. Tops. Missed. Oh my. It is savage. It is brutal. It is brilliant from Clayton. It is absolutely majestic. From Johnny Clayton. I don't know what it is about the Premier League. It just brings the best out of the ferret. Five one. Surely Humphries can't win 5 on the spin, can he? Just getting the old winner's graphic ready. So if Clayton takes that out, then that's ridiculous. Johnny Clayton, take a bow. It is utterly brilliant from the ferret. He is almost at the O2. He cannot miss. Everyone, thank you very, very much for the support. We've tried this out. It seems to have worked. So leave it with us. Remember, the Fallout bar will be on within the next 5 minutes. So make sure you hang around for the boys. But I've been Phil Bars. Thank you so much. One last time, if you haven't yet, hit that like and subscribe button. As always, Fallout bar in a minute. European tour tomorrow. See you there.